We're back with another update on this sweet budget S13, not so budget anymore, build. I don't know what this is. No freaking way. So this car, the last video I started tearing into the engine and found some like super gross engine failure. Like the engine has catastrophically failed, way worse than I thought on number 2. But I gotta tear the engine out to get to it. But I decided today I wanted to get a little bit into the engine a little more, start getting prepped for pulling the engine out. I decided that today, or in this video at least, I wanted to take a closer look at some of the things that I'm gonna need to source or figure out a better way to do it to put this build where I want it to be. I've decided the direction on this I wanted to do is like an OEM plus, like a daily driver, like Canyon Cruiser kind of car. So I need the car to handle well, I need it to run well. The main focus of it is gonna be, you know, getting a running reliable SR20 in this. So trying to figure out what I wanna do with the build with that. I won't know until I get the engine actually out of the car. But to do it how I want, I know there's gonna be some stuff I need to source or build or custom make some stuff. In this video, we're gonna take a closer look at some of those things, some of the things that are not so great, and some of the stuff that are really great about this. In the process of doing that, we'll get the engine ready to pull. So let's get to it. Let's rip off these really gross headlights and start tearing into the other neat things that I find. I need to get some of the wiring out of the way here to make room for other things. Okay, so this is all going to a different harness. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted this out of the way. Don't know what that went to. That's, okay, well, it's out of the way now at least. So like, this area is just a mess to me and I don't like it. So I want to clean up all of this if I can at some point. But to see everything like I want to, I need to get this wiring harness out of the way. So at least I can kind of get a good visual on some of the stuff that's hidden a little bit right now. I always put the bolts back where I got them so that way I know where they came from. I don't have a big bucket of bolts. There's just so many connectors hanging out down here. Okay. Ignition coils, those guys can come over here. Got more connectors. What? Okay, this is supposed to be up here. That is not the right bolt for that. I don't like that. Need to get a good bolt because this I feel like is supposed to bolt on right here. That looks right anyway. Got connectors for some things here. Don't know what they go to yet. We're just unplugging. Like this, things like this really bother me. Like these are not, the bolt here for the fuel rail, the bolts for the injectors, these are not factory. I don't like that. So I'm gonna try and get some new ones or new factory style ones to replace those. Okay, what does this go to? Oh, that's the MAF. Let's get this out of the way as well. Man, that's gross. I don't like how that's ran. Like coming out of another harness, that should be part of the engine harness, in my opinion, but I don't really know what I'm talking about here. First 240, first SR build that I've done. I can already see some stuff and I'm not super excited about down in here. You can go over there. You can go over there. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. This is something I'm not very excited about. This is, I think, the idle air control valve. And there's a bracket that's supposed to be on this that's not there. So this whole hose is just bouncing around. I'm not really happy about that. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to fix that or find a way to fix it, but it's just one of the things I've found so far. Got that off. Is that? That boot's blue. I did not know that. Definitely looks black. Let me pull these off over on this side. What is... Huh. This is a manual boost controller. Now I can see quite a bit better on this side. So there is vacuum line just running everywhere. What was this for? This was just dangling down over here. We got a three-way connection. Like what? Why? Why all of this? Okay, I guess I should start draining the coolant and then we'll yank the headlights off. I used to work on a lot of Subarus. Working on a lot of Subarus, you do a lot of head gaskets, and so I'm not particularly a fan of coolant. It's gotta be done, if there's even anything left in it. Oh, there we go. So the water I found in the cylinders was blue, and in the oil system was blue. The coolant coming out of this is blue. So that means it was coolant in everything. Lovely. All right, well, while the coolant's draining, we're gonna yank off these really gross headlights. This feels like somebody jammed the wrong size bolt in here. What? I tried to undo the connector. I didn't try and... You were supposed to stay on there. Wires wrapped around everywhere in here. Well, there's that. Snip, snip. Hardware like this drives me nuts. This doesn't belong here. What is, oh my gosh, what is that? This was sitting underneath that. Why was that sitting there? Had to space the headlight up? Because it fits that bad? Oh my gosh, what a mess. Oh, check that out, bro. Sick wiring. Gone, yeet. All right, so now that we've got everything out of the way, we can take a closer look at a few things and talk about what needs to be done. There is so much hardware here that is not factory that really bothers me. There's a few things like this, like the power steering reservoir isn't even bolted to the car. That needs to be addressed. But you can see the nice, pretty ISR manifold. It looks like a stock style turbo. I don't think I'll be able to know exactly what it is till I get it out, at least. But it looks like a stock style one. But we've got these AN lines in a couple of spots, which is nice. But you can see they're like right here, they're frayed. So I'm gonna have to clean that up. I also really don't like this. The crankcase vent, whatever, the way this is done just is really messy to me. And I know that this is like the stock setup, so I'm gonna do something with this to clean it up. I don't know what yet. If you got suggestions, put it in the comments. I definitely messed up and tore that intercooler boot, which I feel really bad about because I think that this is a legit Greddy intercooler kit. Wrong. It is a legit Greddy intercooler kit. That's super cool. I also noticed this, the coolant reservoir here, the overflow, isn't bolted down, and the bracket on this side, this bracket here, you can't even get it to line up with the hole, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Now the intake manifold side, this side really isn't too bad. I wanna do something to clean up the fuel lines and the fuel rails, just tidy it up quite a bit and clean it up. But I actually don't mind having the stock manifold in here. And then the fuel rail, you know, all that stuff needs to be cleaned up. Like I said, new hardware, you know, some OE like zinc coated, not this junk. Oh, this. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to fix that, whatever it's gonna take to fix that. I don't know what yet. I think that's a good starting point, is clean up all the non-stock hardware, get good zinc-coated hardware, clean up these lines, clean up those AN lines that look like it's for the coolant for the turbo, and figure out what I'm gonna do about this. That's really not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, honestly. One of the interior things I didn't notice before is that the fabric is missing from the door panels. Literally all of them are this way. Passenger side, the rear ones too, all of them are missing. So I'm gonna figure something out for that. And maybe a stock replacement driver's seat? I don't know yet. All right, so on projects like this, I'll stuff a lot of stuff in the back of the car. So we're gonna go ahead and put the headlights in the back and all the intercooler piping and stuff that I pulled off in the back of the car. Somebody had a pack of smokes back here. I guess maybe I should dig through what's in the trunk already. I got pop-up headlights, sort of. They need some work from a buddy, so that's what's back here. Some replacement struts, some plastic trims. Oh, what's this guy over here? Let me look at this first. I think I've got some like dress-up hardware for the valve cover. I think that's what that is. But, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming some sort of registration or something. Or, do you see that? What is this? Tomei? No way. No freaking way. What? Oh, what? These are receipts for stuff. And installation manual for a Tomei head gasket. Look at the date there. Is that gonna focus for me? 10/16/2017. Order date, no, this is 2016. We've got a Circuit Sports solid shifter, ISIS ISR, V2 oversized oil. That's the oil pan that I pulled off the car. Nismo knockoff oil cap, that wasn't on it. Trans mount bracket, ISR performance lightweight pulley kit, gold, that's on it. Exedi OE replacement slave, so it might have a new slave cylinder. New flywheel bolts, valve cover studs, ISIS colder thermostat, okay. A new timing chain kit. You know what? That timing chain does look new-ish compared to like the rest of the stuff in the head. Seriously? ACL bearings, a new igniter, Tomei head gasket. No freaking way. Does this engine have a built bottom end? Dude. JE pistons, Manley H-beam rods, and an XTD stage 3 clutch and 12-pound flywheel. No. Was this a built engine? Okay, well, I guess I'll put the borescope, the picture from the piston in it. I guess I'll toss that up here, and then we'll toss the stock piston up, because you should be able to tell the difference between stock piston and forged piston. The piston tops are usually different. I'm gonna go check, let's go check the shifter. That had a shifter on, let's go check the shifter. Okay. Bro, no freaking way. Dude, that has the shifter. So we've got the shifter, we've got the pulley kit. Look at the timing chain here. You see that color? That's a nice silver color versus this a little more gold. Like, you see that? So, we've got the new timing kit. I am super baffled right now. We've got the shifter, we've got the pulley kit, we've got the timing chain kit, we've got non-stock looking pistons. Did somebody blow up a built engine on this? I really want to get this engine out now to take a look at it. Maybe I'll get that done in the next couple of days because I'm very curious to see what is inside of this engine. I gotta know. Did they manage to blow up a built engine? Make sure to subscribe, I guess, to see what happens when I get to yank the engine out. Absolutely blown away right now. Just, oh man.